What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fighting Barbell. You already know who we are. We don't know who you are, but today we're talking about.
The first thing we're going to talk about is basically how bullshit Aikido Jiu-Jitsu is. So, I went to, I don't want to kind of say what gym I went to because I don't want to put them out there.
There's only one in Lewisburg.
But I've been training like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and like Muay Thai and stuff like that for a little while. But I went to the gym here in Lewisburg thinking it would be kind of a cool thing to learn different styles of Jiu-Jitsu. It was bullshit. Yeah. So they stand like all their stances in Aikido. Never do Aikido. If you do Aikido, you've been honey-dicked. So you gotta like stand like this in Aikido, and like all their punches, like they teach you to go down and like around and like to come back like that. You got to make a full circle when you punch for Aikido apparently. And if you've ever went to a minute of a boxing class or any type of Muay Thai class, you know that's all bullshit. And then like it was only me and this just one family and this one like 15-year-old who thought she was the shit. She thought she was the shit. She would stand there, she'd go, hiya! Yummy! Like all this crazy shit. So, yeah, I got screwed over today. And I feel like I'm a 10 times dumber martial artist than when I started.
I was holding down GNC, dude.
Yeah, I asked Christian to go to it, and I'm so glad he didn't.
I would have went anyway.
Because when I left, I was thinking, if you were there, and like, because I couldn't tell you it was bullshit during the class. That would be disrespectful. So I would have had to wait until after, and that whole time you would have been thinking, so this is what Tyler does all the time? Goes like this and like blocks punches like this?
I would have not believed you and believed that that's what you did. You just didn't want me to see it.
It was all bullshit. And it was bullshit, and I think the guy like broke my wrist too, so it was double bullshit.
Lots of BS today.
Because he goes to like block your punch, and he like blocks it with both arms, so you could just come across with the other arm, but not in Aikido, no. So he takes your wrist and like very sloppily like takes it and like tries to like break it, and you have to like get down on one knee and then tap. But then like once you tap, he tells the class to just hold it there, and he says it's good to put them in a little pain after they tap.
Wow.
Bullshit. It's bullshit, all of it.
I'm sorry you had a bad day, bud. Sorry you had a bad day.
It's okay.
But think about that gorilla.
Yeah, good segment into our fan question.
I bet he had a bad day.
Yeah. So one of our fan questions was what we thought about that. It was a little while ago now, right?
Yeah.
But it was what we thought of the gorilla being shot in the zoo.
Killing that baby.
And yeah, because first off,
I have a phone call. Sorry.
First off, the I don't know. Everybody kind of like blames the parents about how the kid fell in. I definitely agree with that. But there's also like all these people who think they're like what's the profession in college where like you study animals in the zoo?
Like
I know
zoology?
it is. Yeah, zoology.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they're that now that they've seen this video.
Zoo tycoon.
Yeah, apparently everybody on my timeline during that whole week did that profession in college because they all thought they were geniuses.
Well, I mean, you could argue it either way. You could say it's the parents' fault. You could say it's the park's fault for not having high enough barriers.
Mm-hmm.
Either way you go, whether it's the barriers' fault and the park's fault for not having high enough barriers or the lack of watching the kid, you shouldn't have that young of a kid kind of be on its own that close to any sort of wall anyway.
Was it did he climb over it? Did he climb like under the fence? Because he was little. Did he climb over the fence? I don't know what happened.
Maybe he climbed under it. I think.
I'm not sure either.
I don't know. I'm not a zoologist, and I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But I don't. Who knows? It's an unfortunate series of events in Orlando. Hey.
Yeah, but everybody kind of went crazy about the whole like save the chimps thing, save the chips thing. And that's perfectly fine. I get like why everybody's trying to like save these animals. They're amazing animals. But I mean, they don't understand that
they shouldn't be there in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be in the zoo. That's true. But they feel like, gorillas should like live among us. And that would be crazy. If gorillas were like squirrels and they were everywhere,
Yeah.
we would be fucked.
I think
Christian,
so, yeah.
you would need like an RPG just to get to your car to go to work in the morning.
Dude,
Because they would stand out there, and as soon as they saw you, they'd go, "Whoa!" and eat your face off.
that scared me.
They're 1,000 times. Obviously, that's an exaggeration.
Yeah.
I've been known to exaggerate a little bit. They're 1,000 times more strong than a man, and he will pick you up, pop your head off, and then eat you. And everybody's like, "Oh, save the chimps! Hi, we're from National Geographic. We're just trying to here to save you, chimp." And meanwhile, eats him in the face.
You scared me. Chimps scare me.
It's crazy.
They're wild. All right, they deserve to be wild.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't mess with them. We shouldn't put them in zoos. Zoos are cool. You get to see animals that you don't see every day, but it's not their fault that they were like protective and aggressive. I'd be aggressive if I were put into like captivity all day as well.
And just think of how strong they are. Like I don't know how much they weigh. A ton.
Probably.
A lot. And they fling themselves through the air and then just hang there.
Grab on stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Think about like how much they weigh.
Question. What would your spirit animal be?
I don't know. I don't know.
Would it be a gorilla?
Yes. Yeah, I'll go with the gorilla. Because they just fling themselves to the air on a branch and they just slap there like Velcro and then just hang there with one arm and they're 200 pounds and just stare at you. Like, I will rip you apart if you came in here.
Dude.
There's a bunch of animals like that. There was there was like a jaguar in, I don't know what kind of zoo or where the zoo was, and they built this huge fence for the jaguar, and they built it to 10 feet, which is apparently not like, what it's supposed to be for a jaguar.
Right.
And then it jumped out because these kids were shooting rubber bands at it. And it said, "Oh, cool story." Jumped over the fence, went down, ran through the crowd, found those two boys that were shooting him with rubber bands, killed them, ate them.
Dude, that's
I think one survived, but he ate the other one.
I'd be a jaguar.
You'd be a jaguar?
Yeah.
So my thing about that is, you build this huge, like cage for him. You put waterfalls, nice cool rocks on it. How about you put a roof? You have a waterfall in there for him. You can't put a cage, like a nice roof on the cage.
Dude. Don't even get me started. Did you not see, like, Jurassic World? Did you not see that?
No.
Because whatever kind of hybrid animal that they had... Alright, dude. Alright. I understand that he got out because he tore the gate down. They couldn't get it closed in time or whatever, but... Dude, that thing was huge, alright? So, yes, that should have had a roof on it.
This is a movie, though, right? Jurassic World?
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. There was also...
Larger animal... Alright, to sum up what I was saying, larger preying animals deserve to be, like, fully, protected. Roofs, titanium walls.
Yeah.
Lots of ammunition in case they do come out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And we're not all gorilla experts, so we can't all have a opinion on the subject. And I tried to look it up a little bit before we kind of like randomly talked about this stuff. And the people that like are like professionals, they said that the gorilla was like showing signs that he was like getting really nervous and like antsy and didn't know what to do. I don't know,
dude,
but that's what they say.
That's understandable.
They know more than I do about that, so
they majored in it.
Yeah, I know more about Aikido than they probably do.
But I learned about Aikido in like 5 minutes and was already unentertained.
God, it was such bullshit.
It was a good day until you came in here and was like, dude, I wasted an opportunity today.
Yeah, I didn't have to pay though, so that was good.
Yeah.
And the guy was really nice. He was a really cool guy. He was really nice to me. The family was nice, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
What other fan question we had? We had somebody asked what my record was. I'm 5-0.
Word.
Still going strong.
Ask me what my record is.
What's your record, Christian?
I've never won.
I never won. We've wrestled a few times. We did jiu-jitsu on the field the other day.
Oh yeah, dude,
I got a lot of turf burn.
Lots of turf burn.
I thought about it. I like put sweatpants on and stuff.
Turf
you didn't.
Burn.
You were like shirtless and in
was
shorts.
I was used to it, but it's been a while since I had turf burn.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it was an opportunity to kind of help you, roll or whatever, and and that worked out.
Yeah, we'll have to do that again tomorrow because I'm going to Toronto
Yeah.
next week. I've never been to Canada, so I'm really excited about that. So I want to roll again. It'll be fun though, going for a bachelor party.
Word.
That'll be really cool.
Make sure you document that on the Snapchat and or your Instagram. If you haven't already, follow Tyler Alexa or at the Fighting Barbell. We might have a Snapchat up by then. I don't know. This thing's not too serious. It's just for like leisure, and it's whenever we're bored.
Yeah,
and if you guys watch it, that's awesome. Congratulations, you've watched our video.
Yeah,
thanks.
And I mean, we don't have like a ton of people watching, but
we do have some people.
Yeah, we have some, but like the point I'm making is, even though we don't have a bunch of people watching, about 90% of them feel like they should have an influence on our podcast. I'm still getting text messages from people like, oh, that part wasn't really nice. That's kind of boring. You shouldn't talk about that. You guys shouldn't really we shouldn't see you touching the button in the beginning. Oh, you guys should dress nicer. Oh, you guys should do it a little shorter.
Hey, you know what I do? I ignore people like that. I ignore people who aren't of value to my life.
Yeah.
Which leads me to saying, if you have somebody in your life and they're holding you back from bettering yourself, or it could be a habit, or it could be like a ritual or something that you do, you should eliminate it. I know if you follow my personal Instagram account at Christian Brackenrich, you saw my post earlier today. But as far as talking about like the actual subject matter for tonight, we decided that we were going to kind of talk on making the most of every opportunity. So, and the way that you can do that is capitalize on your mistakes. You're kind of like, what? Like, it's a mistake. Like, I'm going to shy away from it. You can actually do a lot with your mistakes. You can learn from it. You can also forget it. So whenever you kind of recognize whenever you were in the same situation that you made a mistake beforehand, you can lead yourself out of it. You can definitely learn from your past. And as far as, making the most of every opportunity, don't just wake up to an alarm clock and be like, oh man, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to go work out. Those two are privileges because somebody couldn't, make it to work today because their car didn't start, or because they're on disability, or somebody couldn't work out today because they were physically unable to, or they didn't have the means to support it. So definitely make the most of those two privileges, and anything else that you do throughout your day is definitely an extra step, because how many of us know that, in all honesty, we couldn't have not woken up today or that kind of stuff. So anytime that you fall asleep and you wake back up, just give yourself a thumbs up, pat on the back, or do something great, and something that can help somebody else out too.
Yeah, helping somebody else is a big thing, and just seeing everything as an opportunity, I think is huge. I get all these people that, when you're at the gym, they like, oh man, I wish I didn't have to come here today. And first off, you don't have to. You guys see everything as an opportunity.
Right.
There's somebody that has a disability, like you said, that maybe can't go to the gym and they wish they could and everything like that.
Right.
So when you're sore and like you feel as if you don't want to go and you don't want to do all those exercises or do anything that you need to work towards, you got to see it as an opportunity. And you got to see that if you're in a sport where you have to face somebody, like if you're that you have to go up against people in competitions that have been training CrossFit, have to go against other fighters, you have to put it in your mind that they're doing training too. So you got to get up earlier and you got to start before them. You got to finish after them. You got to train harder than they are. Mm-hmm. So every time, I go into the ring, I think about, he might come from a family that's richer. He might have had more opportunities in life. He might have been to a better gym. It doesn't matter. I know I worked harder than him and I put in more time. So no matter what he does, I still have my advantage over him.
That's word. That's good. But yeah, pretty much what he says. You're not labeled as an a-hole if you carry a chip on your shoulder or something like that. That just shows like a sign of confidence within yourself, and it also shows confidence within your pride. We talked about pride the last episode towards the end and that kind of stuff. Make it mean something to you, because then you start having more of a purpose behind what you do. if you don't know what your true purpose is or you struggle figuring it out, write down 3 things that matter to you most. After you write down those 3 things, visualize yourself being successful within those 3 things, and then figure out what you can do to help impact somebody else's life uh, while you're working with those 3 things. And of course, it's going to change as you grow. Life change, your mental health changes, your spiritual realm changes, that kind of stuff. It's always a change, so you constantly figure out what your purpose is.
Mm-hmm. And everybody goes through that kind of stuff in life, you know.
Oh yeah.
How you're saying changes. Everybody has, you know, things that could set them back. Everybody goes through times where, you know, they go through depression or they go through all kinds of stuff. But, you know, that's what we said makes you the person you are. And you got to figure out a way to go get through that. And because everybody that's been successful, anybody that any of you have looked up to has gone through has gone through difficult parts in their life to become successful.
Oh yeah.
You know, they've had people that have laughed at them for their dreams. They've had people that have tried to screw them over and tried to set them back. But, you know, it's the people that persevere through that and never give up on their goals and, you know, never give up a day chasing it that reach what they want.
Right. So, again, guys, if you have any question, anything that you got going on or that kind of stuff, just DM this account or DM Tyler Alexa or Christian Brackenridge. We'd be more than happy to help you out. If there's something that we can do and something that you feel that you need help with to reach your goals, whether it's in boxing or maybe it's in CrossFit or something like that. I don't know everything about CrossFit. I'm learning, I'm evolving each day and every second. But I'll be willing to help you understand what I know.
Yeah. That's a big part. Like, knowing that I don't know everything about martial arts, obviously knowing you don't know everything about CrossFit, it's huge. Like, every day you got to show up as a beginner. Every day you got to show up as a white belt. Because when ego gets in the way, that's when things get bad and when people start getting overconfident and get beat.
You know, my good influence in my life once told me that if I was the smartest person in the room, I should probably find a different room to be in. And that goes with the same thing as like a gym or, you know, any setting really. If you're the strongest, if you're the fastest, if, you know, you're the most efficient at certain kicks or certain moves or counterattacks, switch. Get out of your comfort zone. Try to learn from other people better than you, because that's really how you get better. That's how you kind of translate, your successes to somebody else. Because, you know, I'm not saying I've always done the right thing. It's impossible to always do the right thing. But people look up to you regardless of what you do, and they want to learn from you. So if you can learn something to help feed back into another generation, or another, you know, person that's close to you that wants to start a new goal, a new journey in their life and fitness, it helps out for you to learn for you to translate that message too.
It's all about being pushed, like how you said. You don't want to be the best person in your gym, you know. And if you're the best in a CrossFit gym and you're just destroying everybody in every single workout, if you get to, you know, a regional competition or you go into the open workouts, you're going to be really confused to why you're not at the top.
Right.
And, you know, it's the same thing in like martial arts. If I go in there and I'm knocking everybody out in a minute, if I go into a real fight and the person's, even if they're the worst in their gym, but they're with better competition that's pushing them every day and making them get better, you know, I'll get wrecked. So
exactly,
it's all about it's about letting go of your ego and knowing that you need to get things better. And we all know there's people that, you know, as soon as they get behind somebody else, they feel like they just need to quit, and it's not for them. You know?
Or they like harden themselves and be like, well, he's just such and such.
Or, they give excuses.
Yeah.
And excuses are gonna just destroy any dream you have.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to push through those things. You just got to be around people that push you.
Right. So, anything else to add? You good?
Nope. Just make sure everybody doesn't train Aikido.
Yeah. So, Tyler's tip of the day. That's good.
Tyler's tip of the day. I like that.
Tip of the day.
Don't train Aikido.
Yeah.
And if gorillas were everywhere like squirrels, we would all die.
Pretty much. My tip of the day, just be yourself. Be happy to be you. And every waking moment that you get is an opportunity to do something really phenomenal through that day. But any other thing you guys need, just give us a shout. Enjoy your week. Finish strong. All right. Catch you guys
See
later.
you, everybody.